straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown.
Greetings, I'm Ernest Congo, and I'm also with Claudine and Alexis. This is Group 13. Our topic is defunding the police. Where it all began after the tragic death of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor. The black community and other groups decided to come together to make a change. The police don't keep us safe to an extent, and in 2021, there are only 15 days a cop did not kill a citizen, which is outrageous. Where should the funding go? Places like school, healthcare, poverty, people who are starving. These are the areas that the funding should go rather than be a overfunding towards the police department itself. Here's some reasons why. Police brutality. Since the dawn of the policing era, they've had too much power and superiority. Defunding the police is a great way to bring them down and humble their egos. Some pros are better schools, better health care, less superiority from the police, and black people will feel a lot safer, and other minorities. Cons, there might be an increase in crime if the police department gets a bit too defunded. But we can fix that by listing other foundations that the overfunding to the police can go to and create subdivisions of the police department that are specialized in certain criteria, such as just because a person has like a meltdown or something and they might call 911 doesn't mean the whole SWAT team should have to go out there, or like multiple police officers with guns and uniforms have to go out there and try to help it. Maybe there could be a subdivision where a less harsh way of approaching one's house could take place. Melvin Russell, he's a police officer, and here's a spiel by him.
Always been a calling for me and never a job. And even with that, my personal truth is that law enforcement is in a crisis. It's an invisible crisis, and it has been for many, many years. Even though we in law enforcement say, you know what, we can't arrest our way out of this. We say in law enforcement things like, yeah, it's illegal to profile, and you know what, in law enforcement, we even agree that we have to adopt this thing and become more oriented to community policing. And yet all the while, still, we continue in the same thing that contradicts everything that we just admitted. And so that's the reason for me several years ago, because I was tired of the racism, I was tired of discrimination, I was tired of the isms and the schisms. I was just so tired. I was tired of the vicious cycle, and I was tired of it even in a beloved agent.
So he goes on to say that he's tired of these things happening with the police department being in a negative connotation. Therefore, there needs to be a reform that can change the way we are doing policing in America and make it so it does not seem so threatening to one's life, especially being a minority.
Always been a calling.
And that's the conclusion. If you have any questions, thank you. And thank you for